it's Jen, the holistic health boss, your functional diagnostic health practitioner and expert. And this week I want to talk to you guys about how to fight colds and flus naturally, because fall is officially here, meaning that cold and flu season is swinging into full force, and seasonal allergies are reaching their peak for some people, even like myself. And you might be wondering, well, how do I know this? Well, there are some obvious signs, such as the leaves changing colors and falling from the trees, or the Halloween decorations that are literally painting every house and storefront these days. And for anyone who still watches regular cable TV, you might have noticed an increase in commercials that are promoting flu shots, cold medicines, and allergy relief, because I certainly have. They're all over the place. So let me just tell you though that years ago, I suffered from seasonal allergies and the occasional nasty sinus cold, and I would load up on these same symptom relievers such as Dayquil, NyQuil, throat lozenges, Mucinex, Tylenol, or Advil for my painful earaches that are being broadcast all over these commercials. And now I can tell you that I take nothing. No, really, I no longer have to take any over-the-counter medication relievers because I don't suffer from seasonal allergies anymore, and I haven't had a cold or the flu in so long that I can't even remember the last time that I even had one. It's been literally years. Now, I'm not superhuman or anything. I still occasionally feel the shift of the seasons in my body. Like right now we're having the Santa Ana winds here in San Diego, and my energy is a little bit lower. Sometimes I get a little bit of a runny nose or a tickle in my throat, and this tends to happen when the seasons change and more allergens are in the air. And occasionally I do feel the onset of a cold from time to time, but my symptoms are tolerable and I can stop them in their tracks naturally. Now, when we take over-the-counter medications, these have a false sense of healing in our body, but what it's really doing is masking the symptoms until our body is able to make a slow and full recovery. And this is why over the years, allergies, colds, and flu become more intense, frequent, and even longer in duration. They stick around for a longer time. When we mask symptoms with over-the-counter drugs or remedies, we're ignoring our body's call for help. And as annoying as a runny nose or postnasal drip can be, it's your body's way of saying, hey, something's really stressing me out right now, or I'm under attack by a virus or a bacteria, and I'm trying my best to fight it off, but I could really use your support and your help. And unfortunately, we've been taught to push through it when we get sick or feel under the weather, to still go to work. And we use over-the-counter pain medications to numb us so that we can still go to work or take care of all our responsibilities except for ourselves. And what do we pay the price? What kind of price do we pay in the long run for continuing to do that? You know, nobody ever reads the warning signs or the side effects that are listed on these over-the-counter medications. I mean, they're over-the-counter, so they must be safe, right? Wrong. These things are not necessarily safe. Over-the-counter medications come with a laundry list of negative side effects that can occur either acutely or chronically over time. So here's just a few of the over-the-counter side effects highlights that we commonly overlook. So for acetaminophen, which is also Tylenol, there's liver damage. For ibuprofen, which is Advil or Motrin, there's hepatic ulcers or kidney damage. For decongestants, there's high blood pressure or blood pressure spikes. For antihistamines, they can cause damage to the heart muscle and to the central nervous system. So large or small, long or short, any usage of over-the-counter medications has the ability to negatively impact the body's function and disrupt balance. They do not boost our immunity like we think that they do, they actually block it. So over-the-counter medications are also one of the #1 contributing factors to leaky gut, also known as intestinal permeability or dysbiosis. And guess what happens when your gut is leaky? A leaky gut increases your risk for allergies, colds, and flus because the gut is where 80% of your immune system lives. So if it's dysfunctional, then your immune system is also going to be dysfunctional. Your immune system and your ability to fight off allergies, colds, or flus will drastically decrease. When the intestinal lining is compromised, you've lost your first line of defense internally. And foreign invaders such as allergens, bacteria, and viruses are then able to cross the gut barrier and get directly into the bloodstream, which makes them even worse. So this week I want to share with you about how you can boost your immune system by using natural remedies for colds, allergies, and flus to keep your gut and your overall health intact, right? So let's talk about what some of these things are. Now, one of the first improvements I work on with one of the first health improvements that my clients will notice when we start doing our work together is that they don't get sick anymore, or when colds start to come on, it doesn't fully develop into anything, and they're able to very quickly recover from it or not let it develop. Now, this isn't magic, it's just allowing the immune system to do its job. So the very first thing that I focus on with all of my clients is digestive support and repair for 3 very important reasons. One is to boost the immune system, which lives in the digestive tract, like I said earlier. 2 is to increase nutrient availability to the body, which helps us to fight off nasty things. And 3 is to reduce inflammation and the stress on the body overall. So healing your gut is the key to sustainable health success, but healing the gut is a process which requires consistency. Now, it can take months or even years to fully recover and heal the gut in some cases. In order to heal the gut, you have to be consistent in avoiding inflammatory and toxic foods such as gluten, dairy, sugar, soy, and alcohol, getting rid of gut bugs such as parasites, bacteria, and yeast like candida, and then adding in foods and supplements to help actually repair the integrity of the gut, such as digestive enzymes, fish oils, L-glutamine, probiotics, collagen peptides, bone broth, and fermented foods. Now, healing my gut is what has made my seasonal allergies virtually non-existent and given me the superhuman powers to fight off a cold or flu before it even really gets started. However, my immune system obviously wasn't always able to do this. I suffered for years with allergies and other things before I started taking action on healing my gut. And when I did, the results weren't immediate. It took time to heal my gut, and in the in-between time of healing, I still had to find ways to lessen the pain and suffering without the use of over-the-counter medications that would just set me back, at least gut health-wise. So I began to slowly transition away from gut-damaging over-the-counter medications, and I introduced more natural therapies to boost my immune system and my body's own defense system. Now, I want to share with you what some of my favorite natural remedies are for colds, flus, and allergies. So taking a supplement like quercetin or nettles leaf, these are 2 of my favorite from All Clear. This is All Clear from Integrative Therapeutics and Pure Encapsulations quercetin. These will help to fight off allergies. You can take them preventatively before allergies even start or when the seasons start to change. Using a combination of arnica topically or ingestible, these little tablets that you can get for aches and pains, headaches, and migraines, along with some peppermint essential oils. I also love vitamin C and zinc, as well as E and A for fighting off viruses and bacteria, antimicrobials such as oil of oregano, garlic, and ginger that help to fight off bacteria. You can take them preventatively or all the time. Ginger and peppermint are really good in bone broth for stomach aches. So you can use these natural remedies to basically fight these things off. And I have some other resources that are listed for you in the blog, so you can hop over there. Things from Wellness Mama about natural remedies for illness. She makes her own cough syrup. Chris Kresser's How to Prevent Colds and Flus Naturally, or the truth about the flu shot and what to do instead. There's some great tips in there from him. And then also Dr. Mercola's Flu Attack, How a Virus Invades the Body. So this talks about how the flu happens and how to avoid it. because we forget that over-the-counter medications haven't always been around, and yet our ancestors found natural ways to ease pain and suffering and symptoms. So these natural remedies are still relevant and still work in our modern day world. We just have to seek them out. So aside from using natural remedies and healing your gut, there are a few other really important things when it comes to having the strength and stamina to fight off allergies, colds, and the flu naturally. You need to make sure that you eat a nutrient-dense diet, that you're getting good quality sleep, that you're exercising just enough but not too much, drinking plenty of water, and taking time to de-stress on a daily basis through meditation or some other type of modality. Now, the bottom line is you don't have to suffer or mask your symptoms with superficial remedies like those over-the-counter medications. You can become your own health boss and thrive in this world any season of the year. All you have to do is take action. You can work on healing your gut like I did to boost your immune system for the long run. And like I said, one of the key factors was actually transitioning away from over-the-counter medications to more natural therapies to actually help heal the gut too. So again, this is a process that takes place over time. Over the years, my allergies have naturally just started to diminish and go away almost completely. Like I said earlier, right now we're in San Diego. We're in the midst of what we call the Santa Ana winds, which is usually when my allergies flare up. If you can hear me talking right now, I might sound a little bit more nasally than usual, and that's because I am a little bit congested. But these allergies don't take me out with day-long ear infections or sinus colds like they used to. I'm able to take, like I said, some quercetin, maybe some peppermint oil to make everything tolerable and to keep my gut healthy at the same time. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you feel like you've been struggling with allergies, colds, or flus, or you're ready to work on improving your gut health to improve your overall health, then I want to invite you to schedule a complimentary Ideal Health and Weight consultation with me. You can click on the links below, go back to the email where you found this, and schedule a free 45-minute call with me so we can discuss some of those things. All right, you guys. Here's to battling colds and flus and allergies naturally. I hope you guys found this really helpful. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday.